How are you feeling, Elena?
Okay, I know this is about to be a really rough trip, so I'm nervous for that, and I just kind of can't be bothered for such a rough trip.
Yeah.
This episode is going to be a wild one. We are actually leaving Guam and making our way to the atolls, which we've been dying to see. It is going to be our highlight of Micronesia. I mean, hopefully, it looks like it's going to be. We are already off to a false start because the boys adjusted the mast back in port a few days ago. And once we hoisted the sails this morning, we noticed something wasn't quite right. Oh no.
So we have to turn around. We want to cancel the checking out from Guam.
We're the La Vagabonde family. Here's our two sons, Darwin and Lenny, and this is us, Elayna and Riley. Well, we and our three lovely crew, we didn't know it yet, but a series of events in the coming week will lead us to make the biggest decision of the season. We're gearing up to sail to a completely new part of the ocean, a country we've never visited and honestly never thought we would. Oh, and there's a new boat, which we can't wait to tell you all about in this episode. We are just as surprised by this twist as you are. We're really happy you're here with us. These videos have honestly taken the place of my old journal, which I always used to write in. So yeah, thank you for indulging in a lot of my thoughts.
So we're on edge a bit. We're in front with work now because we've spent a bit of time in Guam, so that's been great. There's been a few creative differences between Elayna and I, which is how all great bands break up. Just about movies and stuff like that, but that's fine. On top of that, we don't know whether to leave today or not, so we've spent a lot of time getting ready for today. And then of course the weather changes. So we've re-provisioned, deep cleaned the boat, got all of our work done, Elayna and I, leading up to this point, checked out of the country, and then today, instead of it being, because we've got to beat upwind, any sailor will tell you that beating upwind in 20 knots is just an absolute disaster. On board, everyone's just like, I can't be bothered, we've done everything, let's just go. And that's how I feel as well, but then we're like, well, is that the smart thing to do? Should we learn a bit of patience here? So today we're not. We're probably gonna go and check it out, which means that we're going. Watch the gel coat, Jai. Whoa!
What are you doing, mate?
Watch the cork, Jai. You need a hand.
Together.
I'm sort of coming up on some reefs. I feel like the Commodore would appreciate it if we went through his cut. Come here often. Reef hook secure. So we've been up at 7:30, off to customs, around getting stuff off. You know, we were hooked on a wreck.
I heard a little bit about. I saw your fins.
So we've been at this. It's not even midday yet. I mean, it's nearly midday and we haven't even got going yet. 30 minutes into our sail, we noticed the mast leaning forwards, causing the structural foresail to luff or be loose.
We're getting 19 to 20 knots here, and we've got the main of the staysail, but the front of the staysail is luffing a lot.
We quickly turned around and sailed back downwind towards the island. This was to relieve the pressure on the mast whilst we figured out our next steps. When we jacked up the mast and tightened the diamonds the other day, we put a bend in the mast, which means that the mast is shorter and now the forestay is sagging. We can't have that going upwind. So two things that does is, as we're slamming upwind, the mast is going to go like this. There's just been too many things today that have said to me not to go.
You know, I was actually going to ask you about the mast when we left.
Hi, Phil Swift here. Have you ever jacked up your mast, tightened your diamonds and gotten a saggy forestay?
It seems like it's happening to everyone these days.
Why not try a little? Just go back.
Just go back even works for dating, parties, and even work.
Have you ever left home and been on the way to work and just thought, F this, just go back will work for you there too. Terms and conditions apply. Not suitable for people under the age of 18, breastfeeding women or the elderly. Tested on little puppies and may cause restless leg syndrome and uncontrollable hobby horsing enthusiasm.
What? Oh,
And then right about here, we spotted our second problem of the day. The block had twisted, which caused some pretty serious chafing. Dyneema is incredibly strong, stronger than steel. But that cover is what protects it from chafe and UV damage. Now with the core exposed, every rub could mean trouble. If it wore through, we could shred the sail. Out here in these conditions, we definitely didn't want that happening.
I need one more hand. The block just spun around, which could rip it off. So it was good that we saw it before we came tight. Yeah, we have to go back.
We rolled away the head sail and planned to pull out the stay sail to get us back to our anchorage.
I think you might have accidentally cut a lot of things up here.
Yeah,
right?
including this.
yeah,
They didn't just do this. It started off as a tiny cut and somehow it ended up like this.
Yeah.
I won't blame you for that one, Papa. That was all about big butts. You having fun, Darwin?
Yeah.
Decided it'll be safe, not break the boat too much, and we'll come back and try again in a few days when the forecast looks better and the boat looks good.
So there's some drama because we just checked out of the country, but we're having to return to Guam. So we're talking about what it's going to be like. But anyway, tell me what happened when you checked out this morning.
I'm gonna tell you, but the funny thing is Josephine's right over there on the phone with them. If they heard me talking, they're definitely not gonna let us leave.
Alright, what happened?
Okay, so I went in and we wanted to be like the first people in there, and it's like Monday morning, and I'm like the first person in there, and I asked them to do the customs form and everything, and they're like, they hadn't done anything, they hadn't filled anything out, and there was this just giant dude, and he was just like looking at the computer, looking back at like the paper, and like reading stuff, and then his eyes just slowly started to close, and he legit just fell asleep, like sitting up on his chair. And
While
then,
you're trying to
well,
keep
I was
fast.
like, what the hell? And then the other customs dude came over and noticed that he was sleeping, and I was like looking at him being like, hello. And so the other customs guy came over and was like, Mike, are you sleeping again? He's like, are you sleeping? He's like, Mike, you can't be sleeping on the job. As he was like half awake filling out our customs form the whole time.
So I hope they can manage to figure out what's going on with us today.
Yeah.
And help us.
Tomorrow morning, but we had some issues, so we have to turn around. So we want to cancel the checking out from Guam.
This is shaking. The guy's saying there's a lot of load on it, and I'm just like, well, how much and why? So I'm just looking at stuff, taking photos. I'll send it off for a second opinion, but the second opinion is not going to come for a while, so we need to figure out what's going on. So in rough weather last time on that sail, we blew this up. That line broke, and it just goes. That is tight. Elayna, you were spot on there, and you should yell out more. Be like, Riley, and settle down, bud. That's tight, because I wasn't listening to you, and I should have been.
Riley just jumped off the back of the boat while we were moving to get his hat. He literally just turned around and dove off.
Man overboard!
We were literally driving into a reef and he was steering the boat. And then he just dove, I'm going to get my hat, and I turned around and he just dove off the back.
Alright, we got you back.
Bit worried, Jay? No, we're good. Heaps of space coming in.
What dodgy ass you got to drive.
So now it's 25 metres here, which is too deep, especially given we were wrapped around coral last time and a shipwreck at the last place. So that's telling me that we should be anchoring in nice places, but there aren't any nice places here really. So it's too deep really to dive on, especially at night time if the wind changed direction. But it's not all that we can do, but it's the best of several options because we don't want to go back to where we were. So we're going to drop anchor in the middle here and just sort of see what happens.
We don't know what to do with this movie now because there's been a change of plans. Fun little fact is that we don't typically plan our videos because honestly life is just like a huge adventure and we prefer to film what's real, I guess. But we always have a title in mind, and now we're both stumped. Adding to the bit of creative stress we'd been experiencing lately. Anyway, it seems we'd be here in Guam for a few more days, but it is not such a bad place to be. I really wanted some extra time to see the south end of this beautiful island, and it looks like we just got it. We just had the best experience on the beach. This guy, he saw our boat as he was driving home from work, and he's been watching our show every single night to the point where it's annoying his girlfriend because he wants to do exactly what we're doing, and he's saving up for a boat. He's hoping in 5 years he can do the same thing. But anyway, he literally ran. When he saw us on the beach, he ran.
I was coming down the hill right here in my car, and I was like, I've seen this boat before.
It was very beautiful. And then another lady came and said hi. And it's funny that this all happened this afternoon because occasionally I can feel a little bit unmotivated to pick up the camera. It only happens for like 6 hours, which is exactly what it was. Yeah, and then this happens this evening, and that totally just gives me the energy all over again and reminds me why it is that we share our story, because of people like him. So yeah, I'm back on camera. Now I'm gonna be really annoying.
What's going on? What have you been telling the
Well,
people?
I was vlogging for the first
Hello
time
everyone.
today.
I've come to interrupt. What the hell is this movie going to be about? Plans have
Yeah.
been dashed.
That's another reason why I was unmotivated. I was like,
There's a title.
what?
Plans have been dashed. I reckon a lot of grandmas would click on that.
What does dash mean?
Serious?
Yeah, if your plans are
spoiled.
dashed.
Ruined.
Okay. I wouldn't say they're ruined. I would say that we might have the best adventure yet. Having had to turn around and be stuck here a bit longer. I'm excited, actually. So pretty out here.
It is.
This looks amazing, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good. How is it, Riley?
So good.
They,
Good morning. Today is an exciting day. Thank goodness for Guam and their fantastic mailing service, because we were able to receive a package from AG1, and in the package contains AG1's next gen with new flavors. There's tropical, citrus and berry. I'm really excited to try the new flavors. So AG1, it is the multivitamin drink with gut health support. And we have saved so much money over the years not having to buy so many containers with a gazillion different supplements that end up just going off. It's such an easy habit to get into, just drinking it every day, and it's so easy to make. I love that AG1 supports your whole body health. Riley and I both really noticed an energy boost, especially if we drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach.
What are we doing today, Mr. Miyagi?
You're gonna tell me what flavors you can observe.
Berries, strawberries, blueberries, and it's just there's a delightful hint of sour there, as if someone's just squeezed the fresh lemon juice in there. Orange, like a citrus flavour. Tastes like a bubble gum that I used to eat when I was a child.
Yeah, bubblegum. I can taste that. This is actually tropical flavour though. I think that might be my favourite. Now Riley in particular really loves that they do this, but AG1 actually did 4 clinical studies on AG1 Next Gen, and they can proudly say that it actually does fill common nutrient gaps, even in healthy eaters. Like, we try to eat healthy and there's still stuff you're missing every day, and it also improves your key nutrient levels just within 3 months of drinking it. So having these incredible quality pre and probiotics in AG1, that would make it worth it alone to drink, but there's so many other benefits. It really is one of the easiest things you can do for your health, and it costs less than $3 a day to drink if you subscribe. So yeah, we would love it if you went and tried the new flavors and support AG1. They've been amazing to us over the years, and yeah, I mean, it's mutually beneficial. We feel very healthy and happy. So thank you guys. If you use our link or you scan the QR code up on screen here, you're actually gonna get a free welcome kit worth $76 when you subscribe, including 5 AG1 travel packs. You're gonna get a free scoop, shaker, and their canister. Yeah, it all looks very beautiful. You'll be excited to open the package, just as we are every time. Okay, thank you guys.
for anyone out there who is interested in storing potatoes, carrots, and apples, they all have chemicals in which they release that make each other go off, so they need to be separated. And carrots you can actually make last months if you bury them in sand. Fun fact.
Do you think Riley will allow sand on the boat?
Yeah, I think we should just go to the beach, get a bunch of sand, dump it in the hull, and just bury each carrot down individually.
Yeah.
So I think what we're going to try to do, the second best way is wrap them in newspaper or paper of some sort. So I'm chopping off the rotten bits. Going to wrap them and separate them.
We have months ahead of us,
Yeah.
and we need these to last. We've got a lovely breakfast this morning. You two again in the galley?
Good way.
Getting deja vu.
Making avocado and scrambled eggs, and the kids get butter toast and scrambled eggs. And Darwin likes avocado.
Yeah, he does. Give him a bit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's the adjusting day. What are you doing?
We've just lowered the mast down on the jack, and we now crank the mast over to one side, and we're tightening up this starboard stay first. So we'll tighten up the port stay first. Basically, we're just pulling the mast back against the forestay and just tightening everything up. So we're good to go. This is all the fun stuff for me.
Today, we'd do a few jobs and try to get some endorphins in between with a bit of nature. We were still planning to set sail east, but some more signs would show for us in the coming days and eventually sway us in a completely different direction, with a new boat included. Josephine.
I think it looks so creepy. Remember that crawling one?
It's really cute. We'd already spent a fair amount of time in the city of Guam here, which is such a surprise to find in this part of the world because of how developed it is. We were really excited for today when our local friends, Francesca and Hilan, offered to drive us around the south end of the island, showing us some of their favourite hidden gems. First, fueling up on some local food. What have you got there, Wes?
I think it is, it's coconut leaf. No, coconut.
Yeah. Coconut, milk,
Yeah.
turmeric, and
It's really good. It's like sweet.
You happy? You got the best view in the whole house.
Axel,
Yeah.
what did you see?
We just saw a really big eel.
Eel.
Eel, and it was like all leopard printy, like cheetah looking. It looked a lot like a moray eel. I didn't see its head, just the back end of it.
Are they poisonous?
Pretty cool. I really doubt they're poisonous, and I think I stepped on one already.
It was a mottled eel, and they can grow up to 2 meters long. They live in the rivers many years, but when it's time to have babies, they swim all the way out to the ocean to lay their eggs. They can lay between 1 and 20 million eggs. After that, the adult eels die, and the tiny baby eels drift on the ocean's currents for months before finding their way back to the same freshwater rivers and streams. So cool. In tomorrow's stories, eels are like protectors of the water, watching over the rivers. Seeing one here was very special.
Now I know what it is.
A big one. This
With
is
the
my new
locals?
Barbie board.
What does it say? Sick.
Gonna
Rocking
go
it.
shred.
No shame.
Yeah.
How you reckon we're gonna go?
Me?
Stoked?
Shocking.
Can't wait. I'm gonna get him on the drone.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's gonna be sick.
Whilst the children all went on a road trip together to a beginner wave with a pretty nice volcanic sandy bottom so they wouldn't kill themselves, I was back on board doing the serious stuff of captains, like voyage routing, weather pattern research, and I even had time for a self-diagnostic.
We didn't catch any of it on camera, but Wes was surfing with Darwin and it was so
Darwin
sweet.
was literally on the bow of the surfboard, standing up on a wave with me, surfing down the face of it. It was sick. And he did it like 3 times.
You got it. 3, 2.
We made some friends. This is Mike and Callie over here on their canoe, kayak. And they've taken us to one of their favourite dive sites. It's near our boat, actually. That was just so magic. And the colors right now, oh, like these mountains over here, I've never seen anything so gold. We saw eagle rays. What else we see? Some turtles. But the eagle rays in particular were very friendly. That couldn't have been a better day. With the mast adjusted now and the chafing all sorted, all we had left to do was nail down some plans. Look how low that the helicopter is.
Caterpillar.
I nearly said caterpillar, I don't know why. Good job, Darwin.
We went and touched it.
I can hear you. Hey.
Hey guys, welcome to the engine room, my little den on the boat. It's like a little man cave just about, the amount of time I spend down in here. Got up this morning and like I said, the water pump stopped working, so the freshwater pump, so our toilets, our showers, our sink, all that kind of stuff. So I've just checked the electrics, there's power going to it, and we're going to replace that one out today. Luckily we've got a spare on board as always, so we'll change that one out and then hopefully we have drinking water that we can drink again. Like these little bolts are hidden, so I'll climb up in here and get my hand around there. Take it off and switch it out. Should be an easy job.
But I'm all clean and dry, Darwin.
Ah! So quick. Beat me up.
Is it slow? You've already done it.
Look at it. See?
Well, you can probably see then it's a tight little spot to get into. Even had to get Elena to get her hands on the other side just so we get those bolts off. But that's the other pump there. And then we've got this new guy to go in.
This and maybe like one like this.
Yeah.
Drinky time. Oh, how is it? Yummy?
Yeah.
Old one, not working. New one. So let's go put some thread tape. When we're out in the middle of nowhere, the last thing we want to be doing is losing our precious fresh water. So put some tape on them and then it's just a matter of wiring it back in the exact same.
All right, some decisions have been made and we wanted to share them with you now that it's happening, yeah?
Okay.
We're not going back on our word as of this video.
We've all decided I'm going to go back here because I'm going to start using my hands.
Okay.
So we've all decided that it's crazy to beat upwind for not only this trip, but the next 6 to 12 months. So on from here would be Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, and then even as far as New Zealand. And it would all be upwind, and anyone will tell you that that's insane.
And we thought it would be okay, but now we're like, no.
I'm like,
it's torture for
Elena,
the kids.
do you really want to do this? So, but they're like the places that we wanted to go.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go that way with the wind, and it's all well and good for this next trip. We go to Palau, that's going to be amazing, and we're loving these islands. I've never seen so much stuff underwater and such beautiful places, and we feel like we've arrived, so we're like, cool, let's stay in this little area for longer. But when we're there, the wind is still blowing that way, so the next place is sort of Indonesia, where we don't really want to go, or it hasn't been like on our radar. It's not a sailing destination, so then we would have to wait for a change of wind to head back that way. Effectively, we don't know what happens next, and we're putting ourselves into a corner pocket and we're just completely snookered.
Yeah.
So we know what we're doing next, and that feels great.
But after that, we
just have no idea. We don't know what's going on. We don't know how to get our boat from where we're going to be to where we want to be, and we just have to wait for
a good
different things to change to fall in our favour.
Yeah. So you guys are learning with us. We always like predict where we're going to go each year, but we literally sometimes just go with the wind, and this is a perfect example of that. So there's that, we're going to Palau, and also behind the scenes we've actually had something really exciting going on, and we haven't had a chance to really talk about it yet because we weren't so sure, but now things are looking really great. We've had this idea mostly since meeting Axel, because I've never seen someone so enthusiastic about sea life, and he's really inspired us and the kids just with learning more about the creatures below our boat. And he loves to chase bait balls and go and find whales, and we haven't really had the chance to do that because like we love our dinghy. The OC Tender is the best dinghy in the world. It sails, it's cool, but we have a big crew and we like to go out like far offshore, and with like 5-6 adults in the boat and kids, like you can't really get nautical miles offshore, like a long way. So we really wanted a runabout boat, like a really big dinghy as well as the OC Tender. So we're looking at getting a like a follow boat essentially, and Riley reached out to a bunch of big boating companies and we've been chatting with them for the last couple of months, and yeah, some things are starting to happen and it's looking like we might get a sick dinghy. Oh, you wouldn't even call it a dinghy, what is it? Dive boat?
Well, I don't want to, yeah, like a commercial dive boat.
With lots of space, we can put all of our dive gear in there and just go and spend days out on the ocean zooming around, which we've never really had a chance to do.
There's huge animals in the water all around the areas that we're going to be.
all the time.
And there's just no better place to try and interact with and film these gorgeous, gigantic animals that are in the water. So that's what a large focus of our videos is going to be.
Yeah, and I think Axel is going to captain the runabout boat, and he's going to follow us around. So stay tuned. We're 90% sure that one of these boats will be in our hands soon for this next adventure around Palau. With only one afternoon left in Guam, we couldn't pass up the chance to meet a master navigator who's spent more than 40 days out at sea in a tiny canoe.
Where are we going? We're on the way to some traditional Micronesian navigators. Oh, really close.
Master navigators.
Master navigators.
So this is the son of Mo, who we're going to see. And Mo was one of the people who recreated one of the first trips done by the Polynesian master navigators. So he sailed from Hawaii to Tahiti using no technology and only using a traditional canoe. And so like basically he used the stars to navigate thousands of miles in an old school canoe made with nothing but wood and ropes that they built out of using kind of a shell to carve it. And then from there he sailed all over the Pacific and ended up coming back to Micronesia and teaching his son how to be a navigator. And so that is the guy that we're going to see.
Yeah.
And then the sail hangs on the opposite side.
Okay.
So change sides, you just pick that mast up and you switch it to that side.
Nice. Tony shared stories about living off coconuts during long passages, as well as fermented breadfruit, which he said they dip in seawater whilst they eat it. They catch fish and they collect rainwater that runs off their sails whenever it rains. It's amazing how resourceful they are out at sea, but it sounds incredibly tough. Being so close to the waterline means that they're actually wet most of the time too.
How did you learn all of this?
From my dad.
From your father?
Yeah.
And how did he learn all of that?
From his dad.
He's going to sail this boat to Saipan. I'll replay the footage of us sailing from Saipan so you see how rough it can get. It would take us over a day to get.
And we're sailing fast.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Elena, you'll probably do a lot better job at explaining sea people.
No, you're doing a great job.
Let me film you explaining it, Elena.
No, that's
What's cool is if you ever need help, you can like put a hail out and you can ask people for help.
I saw Axel showing Tony the Sea People app. He wasn't trying to steer him away from using the stars for navigation, don't worry. He was just sharing the safety features, but it was a pretty cool moment seeing old school practices blend with new tech. It's super important to protect our culture and keep these stories alive. And I love how now our stories are starting to stick in different and lasting ways. Riley and I, along with an incredible team, created Sea People app, and it is a game changer for finding crewing opportunities, which is free. You'll definitely want to start tracking your miles in the app too, because your logged miles are now recognised by the American Sailing Association, which is so cool. It's just a great way to connect with ocean lovers both on and off the water. And recently, together, you guys, we just hit an epic milestone of 2 million nautical miles sailed, and that's including those who are motoring and paddleboarding, all in the app. Congrats to everyone. You can find the link to download the app in our video description always, or just search for Sea People in your app store. We really hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much.
So now they use metal tips.
Yeah, now that. But still same tool.
Still same exact
Just
tool, but
metal
just a
blade.
metal.
Okay, yeah.
So what are you about to do? What is it?
I'm about to sling a stone. This is a Chamorro style sling. We call it Zukpaktu. In Chamorro Spanish waters, Chamorros were so accurate that they could sink a sling stone into the heads of Spaniards.
That's a banger!
Man, I don't even know. Whoa, man. Uh-oh, he's putting a rock in. Everyone, like...
Over there.
Francesca and Hilan tied coconut palm fronds on the Vagabond in this special way to ward off negative spirits. When we got to Palau, we were told to rip them off and tie them to a tree. It felt pretty special to be a part of this tradition. We'd be setting sail at first light tomorrow.
Morning.
I'd offer to help, but I'm filming. Looks like a bit of rain coming over that hill.
That's why we're leaving.
Yeah.
People will be able to tell that we've been in Guam for a while by the length of my beard.
Because what? By the length of your beard.
This is how long we've been here.
How are you this morning? That's the electric propulsion.
Electric what?
That's the electric propulsion.
What to switch on?
To switch it on, you got to pull it out and move it forwards, so definitely don't do that.
What's the plan, Riley? Where are we going? What are we doing?
We are sailing downwind. Axle rod. How good's that?
Oh yeah.
It's like a free diving, scuba diving mecca. Now that we've finally made that decision, which was extremely difficult, everyone's just gone like, oh, okay, we don't have 8 weeks of beating upwind. We're gonna hoist the mainsail. We've got the Jenica out. Jai pulled that out last night. The boat's looking and feeling really good, and we are heading in the direction of Palau. We're going to be going that way, and the wind's going to be coming from here. Perfect.
Oi, not the cowboy!
Wow, that was the biggest change of plans we've had in a long time. Every time we plan a sailing season, we know things will shift. Flexibility is a big part of this life. At first I felt disappointed. I'd been dreaming of the atolls in Micronesia for so long, but there are more atolls this way, and in the process, we've added even more incredible places to our voyage. All these false starts gave us space to pause, reflect, and ultimately make the right call. Guam truly surprised us in the best way, and I have a feeling we'll find our way back here.
What are you excited about going to Palau? Josephine, most excited part about Palau?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it that.
Yeah, it's a nice clean reef with some kite surfing, and yeah, it's another cool spot.
Just spotted a squall on the horizon. We should outrun it, but there's a chance it could catch up with us. Looks like it's getting closer pretty quickly. And Captain is taking a nap, so he has more energy for tonight.
What are you doing, Jai? Going fishing with a rope, I see.
Yeah, well, we're not allowed rods on board because they're too heavy. But we're gonna put a little hand fishing line out the back. See if we can catch a little tuna or a wahoo or something.
That is what we're using for a rope.
What do we need? You need 8 knots for a wahoo. I think it's 12.
Between 6 and 9.
Okay. I used to fish, but then I got too good at spearfishing. The crew is stoked.
So the atmosphere on board is electric. Everyone's, that's a good feeling. That's the main thing.
What are you hoping for?
A mahi.
Mahi mahi.
Wow.
Everyone should be placing bets on what they were gonna catch.
Blue marlin.
Please no.
Yeah, what a nightmare that would be.
Yeah. Me and Riley got a marlin
You have it before?
near Tonga,
Yeah.
and it was so big. And Riley and my friend Julian pulled it in.
Yeah.
That was probably the biggest fish we've ever pulled on our boat. Remember that marlin?
We're passing back over the Mariana Trench in like 4 hours time. It's going to be 8,000 meters deep. So it was 20 meters back there. It does drop, guys.
It drops?
Yeah.
What's going on, Jay? Bag seized. We haven't had this sail out for such a long time. The zipper's seized, so we're gonna give it some love.
I could have sworn like an hour ago you took that sail and put it away. And you said you're not going to use it.
It was a choice from higher above.
The young sailor's words hung in the air like smoke from a long forgotten fire. In that moment, no one could say for certain what he meant. If the young man was talking about God or the captain.
I did some arts and crafts with the boys this morning, and that bought us about 2 hours. But now they are having some screen time, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Might have to get out the baking soda and vinegar. We could do some experiments. And I'm going to listen to a podcast. I need to zone out for a bit.
Get it? Got one, yeah.
It's up to you, we don't have to pull it out.
As long as we get the line set up to furl it and get it up real quick.
Yeah.
Last time we put the Jenica up, it was twisted up, and that was in like the Japanese, before the Japanese inland sea. It was like just north of the Philippines. And Kai took it to a football field and like pulled it all apart. So it's tangled, or it's now untangled, hopefully. So we're in the middle of the ocean and we're hoisting it. We should have hoisted it closer to land, but we've got 14 knots and we're going downwind, and we're going to have a play with it and see what happens. Likely the bottom is going to fill full of wind, and the top is going, and then it's going to unfurl from the bottom and just sort of go like bang, which would be great. Hopefully it doesn't hourglass like this, and hopefully it just goes rather smoothly rather than disastrously.
I'm nervous. Josie, gonna pull? Oh, it's unwrapped, which means it could
Just fly away.
at least a bit of it.
Yeah.
So,
It's a bit sketchy.
yeah, a bit sketchy.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, look at this, guys. It's pretty loose. Nerve-wracking. Please stay together. Woohoo! This turned into a fun sail all of a sudden.
Flying, hey. What's it like on this fast Riley?
It's great.
Yeah?
I'm just watching this leeward bow seeing if it pushes down. It never does. It's very buoyant, but that's the indicator that we need to reduce pressure.
So then you just let that out.
As we speed up, the apparent wind moves forwards and there's more pressure on this bow. So that buoyancy starboard forward is keeping us afloat. If that digs, the wind's going forward. I need to release the sheets here, which I can do very quickly. That makes the spinnaker pop out and just stops all power on that sail, which slows us down really quickly.
Shots too. They look, you can totally see the amber berry in a sec. Watch it, ready? Look, oh, it berries for ages.
Just enjoy yourself and be comfortable.
I'm just feeling it. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Don't try for speed.
I'm not. I'm trying to slow down, but not too slow. Did you hear me ask for help? Help! Help!
Worried I'm going to sound trite and performative here, but I mean every word. After 13 years at sea, my bond with the ocean hasn't faded. I am in fact more in love now than I ever have been with this lifestyle. The rhythm of the waves, the pull of the wind, the quiet power beneath the hull, it just stirs something inside. And if you're wondering whether watching the hull slicing her way through the water ever loses its magic, it doesn't. It just never will.
You guys are so good at that. I'm supposed to lots of practice. It's mama.
That was the coolest footage ever. Do you guys want to see? Yeah. It was so cool. I was a bit hard on the white sail being dirty earlier. I think it looks great. It looks white. It doesn't even need a clean. That looks white as white.
Good from far. Okay, trying again. No, leave it there, mate.
You guys want to explain what you're doing?
What the hell are you doing?
What are you doing, mate?
We're preparing for night
You
time.
sounded like a teacher then. Do you guys want to explain what you're doing?
We're just preparing for night time. That sail is definitely a daytime. Well, Riley actually considered sailing with it tonight, but I was like, can we not please? Because we don't often fill it up. We're still getting to know it. And I don't want to be doing that at 2 a.m. if the wind blows up.
Sorry, do you just please?
So.
I can do the other one. Hold your end.
This looks so good that I think it said not try it.
What?
All right, fellas, what's the go for night watch tonight?
I think Riley's up first. I think it's the plan. 9 till midnight. And then Wes midnight till 3, and then I'm on 3 till 6.
Alright, anything to report about nighttime? What's it going to be like?
There should be more of this. So we've got a full mainsail up because it's been very consistent trade winds weather day in, day out for the last 14 days. So we're not expecting any big squalls. We've had a chat about that. I've given Axelrod the parameters with which to wake me up. So after midnight, I'll go lie down here. So then he can wake me up if he needs to. Also, I'll just wake up. Often, Jai and I meet each other here and we're like, and we start going and doing But yeah, I'm not predicting any problems tonight.
And my night watch has now turned into just sleeping with the children because I am awake probably as much as these boys are between Lenny and Darwin in my bed.
Maybe not quite.
But actually, mate, don't you get me started. Lenny woke up 20 times on the last sleep. 20, and he kept saying my name. Mama, I can't sleep. I'm like, come on. But we are going downwind, which makes a huge difference, and it wouldn't surprise me actually if they just slept straight through the night, which would be so nice. Let's see. I didn't film any of the end result for dinner, but it was amazing. Thank you.
That's
So
okay.
good. I wish I had one to film.
Yeah, that's alright. It was really oily, that mince, but otherwise...
So good.
Century Bell's always a good option, I reckon.
Show your cool dance move, this one.
I can't play the music because it won't, the video won't go through, but they are playing Man Eater. Man Eater is Darwin's favourite song right now.
It's very good taste.
He calls you a Man Eater. He goes, come on, Man Eater.
But we have to get Fox to the next doorway. Honey, we can't find those doorways without Pepe. That's right, we can't do it without Piranha.
Next time on our way to Palau, we stop off at this atoll and completely fall in love with the place. We don't want to leave anytime soon. Cannot wait to share the next video with you. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. And we hope to hear from you in the comments.